Guys, here at Chateau Tumbleweed, having a sip of the Steven Seyval 2016, sourced from DA Ranch Vineyard. I actually helped pick these grapes last year, which was a lot of fun. I also helped pick them this year. So in the case of the Steven Seyval, it's 100% Seyval Blanc. It was harvested on September 14th, so a little under a year ago. Whole cluster pressed, harvested at 23 bricks. Fermented in 50% French oak, 30% neutral French oak at 65 degrees Fahrenheit for 12 days. Malolactic fermentation was inhibited, then aged for 7 months in stainless steel. Minimal cold stabilization, no heat stabilization, filtered, unfined. Total acidity 6.6 grams per liter, pH at 3.59, 40 cases produced. Like all of Chateau Tumbleweed's wines, Joe Bouchard was the winemaker. I love the label, it's deeply entertaining. It's got a samurai. It's a samurai. French oak is really coming out on the nose, giving it a sort of a nice crisp vanilla character, intermingling with quince, apricot, crisp apple, and a sort of a limestone thing. A little bit of peach as well. Oh, that's why I can't see. Durr. It's got a sort of a baking spice character on the palate along with that fruit. Medium acidity. For 3.5, it doesn't taste as acidic as it should taste, which is nice, actually. I think that oak really blends well with that flavor, creating that thing. Got a little bit of a fresh herbaceous character, like almost like chewing on fresh grass, which maybe none of you guys have done. Maybe I'm just the weird one, but anyway. So it's got a distinct grassy character, sort of a baking spice, that bright fruit. Tiny bit of a little bit of like a Meyer lemon character, or like a smoked Meyer lemon, along with that apricot, quince. It's a lot of fun. I really recommend it. Seyval Blanc is very interesting here in Arizona, and this vineyard, DA, I think, does it very well. It's interesting to me looking at Arizona Seyval Blanc and the examples I've had of Seyval coming from sort of the heartland of Seyval Blanc, which would be sort of the Midwest, Kansas, Missouri. It's also grown a little bit in Pennsylvania, a little bit in the Northeast. I had one blend in Rhode Island. But overall, the Arizona one is much better than any of those examples, because for some reason in those characters, that sort of foxy character that everyone talks about with hybrids really comes out. I don't get it in Arizona Seyval. Here, it's more like a really nice Chablis, or something like a Muscadet. In fact, I would probably treat this like a Muscadet. The traditional pairing for Muscadet is, of course, basically fresh oysters and fresh scallops on the shell, just like sucked out. Which is hard to do in Arizona because, you know, last time we had an ocean was about 90 million years ago. So, yeah. hard to get it as fresh as you'd like. Now that being said, I think the Steven Seyval is also going to work really well with some light chicken dishes. I think it's going to work well with Persian food. The dish I had at Farside Bistro for lunch yesterday actually would be a really good pairing for this as well. Chicken something. I can't remember what it was. It started with a Z. I'd have to look the menu online anyway. Yeah, I like the Steven Seyval, not just because I helped pick it, and therefore I'm enjoying the fruits of my labors. Ha ha ha. But, overall, it is quite lovely and quite delicious. Anyway, this has been my quick 5 minutes, well, almost 6 minute video review of the 2016 Steven Seyval Blanc. Of course, the nod is, to Steven Seagal. And this does have a more masculine character to me than a lot of other Seyval Blancs I've had over the years. This has been a difficult grape for me to get reacquainted with because of someone in my past who I associated with this grape as a personification. And this is nothing like that person, so this is a completely different, more masculine, very simple and easygoing like a samurai. An economy in motion. Every part of the palate and of the wine counts for part of that whole thing. No motion is wasted. Kind of like a really well-trained samurai or a really well-trained ninja. But anyway, I'm rambling. I'm going to finish this glass and enjoy myself. Have a good evening.